Hello fellow investors, welcome to the Investor Kevin channel, where today I will be talking about how to trade in Fortnite. So basically, a few of you have been requesting me to create a trading 101 video regarding how to trade in Fortnite, so here it is. So other people might be asking, Kevin, why do people often trade in Fortnite? Well, there are a couple of reasons. One, it's to make the gaming experience much more fun by just simply trading for new weapons. Weapons that they can't make specifically, such as, but not limited to, a Gravedigger, Nocturnal, Dragon's Roar, and the Vindicate Pulsar, and any other weapons that they might not be able to get or they don't have right now. Plus, they might be really looking to get some powerful weapons to make their missions easier. The other reason is because they might need some materials to make a certain weapon, such as Shadow Shard or active power cells, or they might need to make traps or ammo as well, and Suyu husks. So basically, the first thing that you need to be aware of when doing trading is scammers. Ooh. Now scammers are a big deal in Fortnite trading though, because it often happens a lot when you're doing global trading. So the best and easiest way to avoid those scammers is just simply joining a Fortnite trading guild. They can be found on Discord and Facebook, and they basically require every member to be verified and trusted. So, and plus, everyone has a motive not to scam other people, because if they get caught scamming by you or someone else, they get kicked out of the group by the admin. Just make sure you have your video camera ready to record everything that you do with that person, or whomever you are trading with. Now, if you don't want to go that route and you want to just simply use the global chat to find traders, well, the other tip that I have for you is that make sure that whoever you're trading with is not below power level 10.
When you're ready to begin.
If they are, you might want to be a bit more cautious, because from my experience with trading in the global chat, most of the scammers tend to be players below power level 10. So basically, if 9 out of 10 times you're probably going to get scammed by someone who is power level 10 in the first or below in the first place. The second thing that you want to be aware of is what they are offering, and compare that to whether or not they can be able to get it or not. So basically, say that I'm a power level 20 Fortnite player. I'm offering to trade Shadow Shard for Malachite. Right there is a red flag, because there is no way I can get Shadow Shard without someone's help. So basically, what that means is that it might not make sense for me to trade in the first place my Shadow Shard, because of the fact that, one, it's very hard for me as a power level 20 player to get the Shadow Shard in the first place. Two, they might just be using your greed to lure you into a trap as well. If I were a power level 76 or above, then it would make sense that I would have Shadow Shard to trade in the first place, because I can get it without any other player assistance, or without having to rely on second-hand trade. So therefore, I have much less to lose if I were to be able to obtain the Shadow Shard than if I were not able to. Another example is if say I was offering a Gravedigger to you. You want to make sure that I have the schematic to even make it in the first place. You can do that by going to stormshield1.pve. Just type in the trader's epic name, and you'll be able to see what schematics that he or she has. if he doesn't have a Gravedigger schematic, like for example me right now, then I have a lot to lose if I were trading with the Gravedigger. And why would I even trade it in the first place? So therefore, it really almost doesn't make any sense for me to trade my Gravedigger away when that's the only one that I have, unless I'm very desperate. And so those are some ways that you can use to avoid scamming. Make sure that check the power level to make sure that it makes sense that they even have the item, and check their schematics to make sure that they have a lot less to lose than they seem. A third way to know or to figure out whether or not they might scam you is their behavior in the while they're doing the trade. Now this may sound vague, but I'm going to give you one example. Say I went to someone else's home base, and then all of a sudden the trader accuses me of scamming his friend and decides to take revenge on me by simply stealing my gun. That in itself is very suspicious, because one, traders don't act that way in the first place. It's just simply business as usual, where you just simply trade this, trade that, and then go bye-bye. So definitely look out for something that's completely abnormal, namely in the text chat or in the structure that they use to trade with you. So in summary, check the power level, check what they're trading to make sure that they can at least obtain it in the first by themselves, and check their behavior. Now, the next thing that you right after you got the scammer issue done, or you fully verify that the person whom you're trading with is not a scammer, the next thing on your list is making sure you have a good bargain. Now, in order to do that, you would need to know what the Fortnite market values right now, and what it can value next. This can be found out by if you were joining a trading guild, or just simply how much the other player is offering to you. Well, other players to be exact, because the market is not determined by one person. Right now, from my experience, the things that tend to be of most value are Sunbeam, Shadow Shard, Malachite, mechanical parts, and the overhyped weapons on YouTube, such as the Gravedigger, the Nocturnal, and Dragon's Roar. Basically, any of the previous events' weapons that are shown as very good on YouTube. If you have any of the following above, then you're in for a nice treat, because they'll be willing to trade a lot for what you have. However, if you do want all the items that I mentioned below, then you might need to do a lot more to get it in the first place. Nuts and bolts also tends to be in high demand, but you're going to need to but there's a lot of supply as well. So you might need to farm nuts and bolts as well to get what you want. And that is it. So basically, there are certain items that are traded for more value than others. So be aware of that and follow the trends. I'll be posting weekly updates to the market in case some theorizing what market shifts can happen after certain events, such as the birthday llama. Well, anyways guys, I hope this video has been helpful. Please leave a like if you think it's great, and subscribe for more investments opportunity. Peace. And before I go, we do have a very special offer for all you viewers out there, or investors as you can say. So basically, for 20 Shadow Shard, you can get a Dragon's Roar with God Rose. For 19 Shadow Shard, you can get a Ranger with Shadow Rose, and for 8 Shadow Shard, you can get an Obsidian Siegebreaker with God Rose. They are all power level 106, and the only two that are Shadow Shard are the Dragon's Roar and the Ranger. The Ranger has water element in case you're wondering. So, yeah. Here, I'll show you anyway. See? Dragon's Roar, Shadow Shard, Ranger Shadow Shard, and Cheeseburger Obsidian. These are all very good weapons to have in Twine Peaks. So if you're interested, please comment down below or join one of my guild listed in the description. And I hope you have an investful day. Peace!